Hi, so the question this week was, should CRT, critical race theory, be taught in schools? And my answer to the question is no, because of the white saviorism and the black victimization that occurs when teaching something like CRT, which I explained in my previous video, but I kind of wanted to elaborate on that. I think that CRT does the opposite of what most people might think that it does. So I think that a lot of people might see CRT as something that empowers people of color, empowers Black people, but it actually victimizes Black people further. What I see in CRT when I read it is that it teaches Black kids that, hey, you're oppressed, you're a victim of white supremacy, of white privilege, you are a victim of all these things. So now, take that same Black kid 20 years later in life, right? When they're going for opportunities like a job or trying to apply to a school, things like that, they can really easily blame white supremacy or white privilege for why they didn't get that opportunity. And sometimes it is because of things like that, but I feel like oftentimes it is not. But when you create a mindset of, hey, it's the white man that I need to blame for my shortcomings, then you create a kid that doesn't have any sort of personal responsibility and is beat down by this victim mentality. Meanwhile, the white kid is like, hey, I got all this white privilege. I am, on top of the world. I should be helping all these Black kids because I have all the privilege in the world. So you put white kids up here and you put Black kids down here. Rejecting CRT altogether. I think that it would be beneficial in a college setting, but I don't think that it's an appropriate class to have in a K through 12 curriculum. I think that people might find that interesting. It could be an elective course. That's fair. I wanted to share some personal perspective here because I wasn't born in this country, my parents weren't born in this country, and I immigrated here in '98. So my parents had a different perspective on racism and systemic racism, especially. That's not a term that I heard growing up, and I was really introduced to that term in college. Also, my ancestors didn't deal with slavery or segregation, so that may also affect my perspective on understanding CRT or having it be taught in K through 12 schools. I heard a lot of things growing up, but my parents had this particular saying translated from French, stating that unless a white person grabs your hand and makes you miss a mark on your exam, they are not negatively affecting you. Their point in saying this was that I shouldn't blame other people for my problems, especially not the white man. And my parents really instilled in me the idea of I'm not a victim because I'm Black. So for me, reading CRT, it's the exact opposite thing that I was told growing up. So that's why I really reject that idea, especially teaching it to kids. I think that it's dangerous when you teach kids of a specific race that they are all victims because of their race. So that's what I think about this. I want to know what you guys think, so please let me know. Thanks.